Good morning and welcome to Chicago Today. We've got a great show ahead.
One of our guests is a science teacher by day and a magician by night. We're speaking to the latest act at the Chicago Magic Lounge.
But first, a Chicago Today hero.
Yeah, to many people, camp is synonymous with summer. So we're going to Englewood, where some kids got to go to camp for the very first time.
This month's hero made it her mission to make camp accessible for all by creating free summer camp. Let's check it out.
C-A-M-P. What's that spell? Camp. Who are we? Camp 1302.
Where we are in Englewood, there are not many summer camps around. You may see some daycares, you may see some parks in the community, but in this area of Englewood, we are kind of like a dead spot. There's not many places like this over here. Camp 1302 is a summer day camp that's been around for 12 years, based here in Englewood and Chicago. The vision is to give them the best summer camp experience of their lives. So hopefully when they come here, they get just that, a really good quality summer camp experience. And we offer it at no cost to the families, right? So this year we have allowed every camper who comes into the building to come in for free.
So they get to experience everything from archery, which is something that's rare, especially in our communities. They have martial arts here. They have the Soul Garden, which is urban agriculture, to learn how to grow your own things or plant flowers. And then they get to do outdoor play. They just get to be who they are, themselves. And they get to have fun, and they get to be loud, and they get to burn out energy. And so then we get to see the smiles on the faces. So I think that's probably some of the good camp experiences.
It's important to the community because it gives our kids a place to come eat in the summer. We are an open meal site for Greater Chicago Food Depository, and so we open our doors to anybody who comes to us if they need a meal. We have had campers who have enrolled in camp for over 7 years, so we have some campers who are at camp who are now camp counselors. These kids live in our communities, they play in our communities, and now they work in our community. So we're excited to be able to offer a place in the summer for them to work and also learn a skill. So those are our camp counselors.
It's important because it's like a second home, like a second family, especially for me being here for so long. Like every summer I would come when I was younger, I got taller. So the counselors, they would be like, oh my gosh, she got taller this year. And they watched me grow up. It's like family.
To see our campers who have been in camp, to come back to camp, to work for camp, it just shows me what can happen if you just keep pushing and do what God tells you to do.
Very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
we welcome the founder of Camp 1302, Deborah Clair.
Yes,
hello,
bravo to
Deborah.
you.
Bravo,
Thank
doing
you.
God's work.
Yes, you really are.
you, thank
and this
you.
is so much more than just a camp. You actually provide employment and help people get jobs for young adults and
Yeah.
teens. Tell me,
Yeah.
how does that work?
So we work with places like One Summer Chicago and After School Matters to make sure that we are a work site for teens who are coming from any neighborhood in Chicago to have jobs over the summer. So between ages 14 and 24.
So this is all
Yeah.
run by those
Yeah.
employees.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
have
like
a
full
few-
circle for
That's
all
great.
of
It is, it is. And in fact, we've had some campers who are now counselors. So
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So you've been around a while. What are your favorite memories from camp over the years?
one of my favorite memories is we had a camper who used to come to camp and his shoe was always untied. And it was, Mason, tie your shoe, Mason, tie your shoe. And one of my camp counselors took it upon herself. By the end of summer, he was tying his shoe.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
yeah.
So
Those
it's
are the
just,
little
you see
things.
Those
growth
little
though,
things.
right?
Right,
So we
right.
know
You
we're doing
must-
something right.
How
Yeah.
old are some of the kids now that you had going through?
Yeah,
Like, what are some
so
of your
camp is
first
from
ones?
5 to 15.
Yeah.
So now we have camps who are 24, 20, campers who are adults who have worked at camp, who have come back. Like I'm volunteering at camp,
Wow.
who I am now mom to for some reason, but
That's
just,
so endearing. They call
yeah.
you mom?
Yeah.
I
some
love
of them
it.
do,
Yeah.
especially as they get older and become friends.
Yeah.
My kids went to camp, so they become friends with my kids, and now they're out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Okay, so how can we help you help these kids?
Yeah, so I always like to tell people that We always need donations. Donations are very important because camp is free 100%. The only thing I ask parents to pay for is a field trip, just to make sure that they're putting some skin in the game. But just, you know, making sure that people know that because we offer it for free, donations are important to Camp 1302.
And you've got a bonfire fundraiser
That's
coming
right.
up.
That is so
October.
fun. Bonfires are one of the
Yes.
most fun things.
Yeah, so we have a community garden called the Soul Garden, and in that Soul Garden we have a huge fire pit, and that's where we'll be having our bonfire fundraiser. Friendraiser is what we're calling it, and it's a $30 ticket, and it's October 5th, which is a
Nice.
Saturday. So come on out.
Bonfire, what else? We
Yeah.
got drinking, we got
Oh
dancing.
yeah, so
yeah.
we'll have a DJ Extra will be out there DJing. We usually have Kelly's who come and do some mobile bartending. Y'all, we're behind the church, but it's okay.
Oh, behind the church.
We're drinking behind the
I was an
church.
altar boy. I sipped some wine at church.
We're in a community garden. It's fine.
That's great.
We do some painting, some archery. We have a certified archery instructor there.
Wow.
Also, who
Don't
does,
drink too much before the archery.
the archery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Miss Lena won't have it. She
Okay.
cannot have it.
Thank you, Deborah, for everything you're doing.
you.
You really are a hero.
And then a